Your Valley Wildcats, and your home team, your week's majors. Today, the week's majors are dedicating today's game to longtime and former coach U18, dad, assistant coach John, and granddad to Ewing, who passed away 5 years ago today. And now, would you all please rise to the table and remove your hats for the playing of O-Canada.
Welcome here, folks, to this U18 matchup between the Weeks and the Valley Wildcats. Puck drop's about to be underway, and here we go. One back by the Weeks. Tanner gets it, and he'll hand it off for Cameron. Moved up to Croft. Croft will try and hand it off for Kidd, but that flips over his stick, and the Valley Wildcats will dump it in. After now a shot on net, that's off. That's their hand out. Kidd will dump it in. Pulling after it. But that'll move around for Cameron. Cameron will make a pass over to Tanner. Tanner walking in, and he'll dump it into the left corner. Back behind the net for the Wildcats. A couple hits thrown there. They're going to try and break it out, but Tanner's putting some pressure on. As well as Kidd. That'll move up to Fleming and look at that out to the neutral zone. Croft will pick it up. He'll try and bring it in, but that play's broken up. Croft again with it. He'll hand it back for Swain. Swain walking in around the corner. He'll move it up to Williams with a shot on net, and he scores! Lawrence Williams pots the first goal in early. A great play set up by Croft and Swain. Swain drops that back for Williams, and he'll pot it in for the first one of the game for the Weeks. A great way to start off this game. One back for McKenzie now. He'll try and bring it in, and he'll back that in to the zone. Wildcats with it now. They're going to try and break out. It'll go off a ref. And Frazier will pick it up. Not before it's broken up. Weeks laying some hits, and they'll get possession. It's Swain with it. He'll dump it in. Played, hit by Frazier. That'll move up. And here come the Wildcats now. It's a 2-on-1. Play broken up by Swain. No call on that play. Sim trying to get it out now. Wildcats with it. They'll move in, a shot on net, and that's saved off by Serhando. And it's dumped and out of play. Weeks coming into this game 11-1-1. Having lost their last 2 games, one of them in overtime. So they're looking to get back in the groove and get a win here in the home barn. Draw here in the weak zone. Puck dropped, and it's one back for McCachran. He'll flip it around. Moved up by Bircham. McCachran's after it. He'll try and flip that up, but not enough on it. So the Wildcats will take possession. Up along the blue line, Seaman will dump it in. It's moved up and around. Wildcats with it. They'll throw it on net. That's blocked by White. White will get it in the corner, have a look, and move it up. It's McIntosh with it now. He'll hand it over. Shot on net, and he fans on that one. It's Pugsley. McIntosh will grab it. Move it up for White. White trying to get in there, but that's blocked off. And it'll move out to Bircham. Or Sullivan, sorry. Cameron to Sullivan. And White will tip it in to the Wildcat zone. Behind the net now, it's Seaman battling for it. And that's moved up. Sullivan after it. He'll take a minute and pass it over to Pugsley. Pugsley can't get his stick on it, so it'll go into the corner. Down behind the net, Pugsley battling for it. Stevens got it. He'll rim it around to Riley. Or Hanley, sorry. Hanley with it. He'll walk up into the neutral zone. Down into the corner, that play's broken up by Sullivan. And Frazier will grab it now. Into the neutral zone, Hanley's catching up on him, and he'll hit him into the boards and off that puck. A good defensive play by Hanley. That's moved back. Serhando will make a play with it off to Cameron. Cameron taking a moment behind his own net to see what kind of play he has. He'll move it up to Sullivan. Sullivan up to Eisner, and Eisner will tip that in, but that'll go up and out and off the netting. So the draw here just outside the Wildcat zone. 16:06 left to go here. Move down in. Wildcats have it. And they'll dump it into the weak zone. Move around. Williams moves it up for Tanner. Can't get his stick on it, so it'll go up for the Wildcats defense. They'll move it into the corner, broken up, and Tanner will get it. He can't get a pass off. It's not a go in. Shot on net. Rebound's alive, but that's flipped away by Tanner. Moved up for Croft. Croft with it now. He'll back it off for McKenzie, who will walk in with a shot on net. And that's into the pads. A good opportunity for the Weeks. Draw here in the Wildcat zone. Sim with it. He'll play it along the boards and shot on net. And that'll be covered up by Aaron Meaden, who's in nets tonight for the Wildcats. So we'll have another draw here. Into the corner goes. Swain's battling for as well. Sim. Down behind the net now is the Wildcats. They'll flip it up and that'll go into the bench. So we'll get a stoppage in play. Just before the game there, they had a memoriam for Huey Sim, father of John Sim and grandfather of Ewan Sim, who were both on the bench tonight playing. Well, John is on the bench and Ewan's playing, obviously. And UNC will take the draw now. He'll have a quick battle for it, and that's moved around. That'll go up and out. No icing on that play as it goes down into the weak zone. Serhando's out of the net to make a play. It'll go in front, a risky move there. Sims fanning on it. That'll get poked in. Wildcats battling for it, but Swain gets it out, moves it up for Frazier. Here comes Frazier with some speed. He's got a couple guys on him. And he'll get hit into the boards. And off that puck. The Wildcats will dump that in and get a change. There'll be an icing on the play. While we're on the topic of the Sims, UNC currently leads the league in points. And his team in points, obviously, with 25. Draw here. In the Wildcat zone, they'll take possession in the corner. That's moved over. Moved up, but that play is broken up and dumped back in by White. So Wilson will have to chase it. Find the now, moves it over to Seaman, back to Wilson. He'll hand it up. And that's dumped in. The Wildcats will go after it. Played in front. A close chance. Sinclair almost buried that in. Sullivan now. He'll flip it up and around. A little too far ahead for McIntosh, so Seaman will dump it back. Here comes White. White walking in with a shot on net. That's off the leg of Seaman. Moved up. Back into the neutral zone. McKenzie will pick it up and hand it off for Williams. Back to McKenzie. Flipped up and handed down by Fletcher. And he'll get it and move it up. Hanley now racing for it, but Williams will get there first and move it back up into the neutral zone and down into the Wildcat zone. No icing on that play. As the Wildcats pick it up and try and break it out, but here comes Green with a shot on net. Rebound's alive in front, and it's potted in by Frazier. Who gets his 14th goal of the campaign. Making this game 2-0. It's the league leader in goals, Ethan Frazier, now with 14. A good start for this week's lineup as they look to get their first win in a couple games. Eisner will flip it in. Down into the Wildcat zone, they're battling for it in the corner. That'll get flipped in and over the net. Weeks will get it in the corner. It's Swain. Still battling for it. The Wildcats will get possession. Up for Fleming, who's the points leader here for the Wildcats. Fourth in the league for points as well. Kidd trying to move it in. He'll get around a defense and move in, and that's just a little high. McCackern trying to get it in. Bergman will break up that play and hand it over to Kidd. Kidd now, a big hit, and we'll get a penalty here against the Wildcats. So Arnold will go to the box for the Wildcats, and Weeks will get their first power play of the game with 12:01 left to go here. And it'll be a 4-minute. Lots of time for the Weeks to work and extend their lead. Moved up for Cameron, over to Sim. Sim will walk in, fan on that pass, and that's broken up into the corner now. They'll have to battle for it. Swain helping him out. Still in the corner. Wildcats will get possession, and they'll clear it out to the weak zone. Serhando will play it off for Cameron. Cameron now He'll walk through, hand it up for Kidd. Kidd with a fancy move in. He'll take a shot, and that's off the shoulder. Mead, Sim now. Back for Cameron. Shot on net by Williams. It's in front. Kidd trying to get his stick on it, but that'll get flipped out. Cameron with it. He'll hand it in. Sim. Moved over. Shot on net by Williams, and that's almost in. The rebound flips back out. And the Wildcats will clear and get a well-needed change. As well as some of the weeks. Bertram's got it behind the net. He'll hand it off for McKenzie. McKenzie moves it up. Tanner off for Williams, or Frazier, sorry. He'll walk into the corner, flip it up for Tanner. Tanner along the blue line now. That'll get sticked out by Sinclair. Move up, McKenzie. Hands it back for Bertram. Bertram walking in. Flipped up and out, and the Wildcats clear it once again. So Weeks will have to regroup in their own zone. Here comes McKenzie. He'll flip it over for Bertram. Bertram will dump it in. Then move up for Tanner. Tanner can't keep his stick on it. And we're going to get a penalty against Tanner as he breaks up that opportunity for the Wildcats. So Tanner will go to the box. And we'll see some 4-on-4 hockey here. Face off down in the weak zone. Back for McCaffrey. He'll take a minute with it. Now he'll walk it up and hand it over. It's Sullivan. Sullivan's walking in with some speed. And he'll lose that one into the corner. Battling for it is Sullivan and White. White now. He'll hand it over. And McCaffrey can't keep that one in, so it'll slip out to the neutral zone. Moved up. Bertram's got it now. And he'll hand it over for McCaffrey. Hanley battling for it. Behind his own net. He'll flip it up. But McCaffrey's there to stop that one, so he'll take possession. Down in for McIntosh. He'll have a fancy move, but that's hit off his stick. White into the corner to help him out. White now trying to get around, but the Wildcats will take possession. It's Fletcher with it. And that'll get called offside. And we'll get a quick break here and listen to a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
And welcome back here, folks. Still 4-on-4 for this game. And the draw here just outside the weak zone. Weeks will win it back. It's Cameron with it. He'll hand it off for Bertram. Bertram moving up now. He'll walk into the Wildcat zone, bring it around and hand it off for Cameron. Back in for Bertram. Moved in for Eisner. He'll walk around the blue line. And a misplay there. And the Wildcats will take possession. It's Kidd with it. He'll hand it over for Hanley. He'll take a shot, and that's tipped out of harm's way by Pugsley. draw here. Just inside the weak zone. 28 seconds left for 4-on-4 hockey, and then we're back to even 5. One back by the Weeks, but Serhanda will have to cover that up quickly. As Sinclair makes a push for it. Another good chance. Sinclair's battling for it hard on that face-off. That'll move up. Back for Seaman. He'll hand it off, and that's off the skate, so Sim will pick it up and bring it into the Wildcat zone. Green now takes it off of Fleming's stick. I'll get flipped up and out. For Sinclair, he'll hand it off for Fleming. He'll blow a tire, but he's still got possession. And he'll take a hit to the head from his stick, but he's up and he's all right. Sim now walking in with it. Along the boards now. Hands it off for Swain. Swain around into the corner. He'll move it in front, but no one was there, so it'll slip out to the neutral zone for Williams. Up for McKenzie, and he'll tip it in. Wildcats will chase after it around their own net. Moved up, McKenzie's there. He'll hand it off for Swain, back to McKenzie. Back for Williams, and that'll leave the zone. And they'll have to call the whistle on that one. Draw here just outside the Wildcat zone. That'll get moved in. Wildcats moving it up. That play's broken up by McKenzie with a stick in the air. Frazier now, he'll dump it in. And Kidd will chase. Down high by the net now. He'll get possession. Move it in front, and that play's broken up. Sinclair's got it now. He'll hand it over. But Pay can't get there in time. So now there's a scrum for it along the boards. Williams battling for it. And he'll dump it up and in. Wildcats will start the breakout. Sinclair doesn't know where it is. So McKenzie will dump it in between his feet. Flipped up and over to the neutral zone where McKenzie will pick it up once again. Move it up. And it's tipped in by Kidd. Croft with it. He'll move it over for Kidd. Kidd trying to get a shot off, and he will. And that's off the pad. Of Meaden. Down in the corner now. Tanner breaking up that play. And that'll get moved up for Croft, who tries to bring it in. Seaman's there. He'll pick up the puck and take a minute with it. Up for Fletcher. Fletcher will move it up. Connolly can't get there in time, so that'll get moved back down into the Wildcat zone with Tanner chasing. He'll try and play it in front, but Fletcher's there. White battling for it. Down behind the net now. He'll hand it up for Burcham with a shot on net, and that's off a leg in front. Burcham will get his own rebound and go into the corner with it, move it in front. That play's broken up, and the Wildcats will bring it out to the neutral zone. And we'll get an icing with 5:25 left here in the first period. So the draw here in the Wildcat zone, 5:25 left to go. White taking the draw for the Weeks. He'll win it back for Pugsley. Pugsley will walk into the corner and try and make a play in front. It'll go to White, who takes a shot. That's off the leg of Wilson. That'll get flipped up. Connolly trying to get it out. He'll get some help from his teammates as they battle for it along the boards. Flipped up and out. And it'll go off a rafter, so the play will be blown dead. Draw here in the weak zone. Or the Wildcat zone, sorry. Ref doesn't like them battling with their sticks. Back by the Wildcats. Local possession, move it around. Fleming will pick it up along the boards. And he'll move it up and out to the neutral zone. For Hood. Hood will dump it in. Picked up and thrown over. McIntosh with it. That'll get dumped in. Picked up by the Wildcats. Arnold will make a play up. That's dumped in by Sinclair. Picked up in the corner. McKenzie's battling for it. That's flipped up and out by Eisner. Wildcats will regain possession and dump it back into the weak zone. A little back and forth play here. McKenzie moves it up. Kidd along the boards now. He'll try and make a play up to Eisner, and he'll have some space. Shot on net, and that's blocked in front. A good play by Arnold to keep him out of the way, and he'll have a couple sticks to the leg there. Sullivan moves it up. Eisner. He'll walk in again, try and hand it over for Green, but that play's broken up. Seaman will take possession, move it up for Poe. Sullivan will dump it in. Sullivan battling for it. That'll get picked up by Kidd, and he's going to try and get away. But it looks like we're going to get a penalty here against Hanley. So the Weeks will go to the power play once again here tonight. This 3:42 left here, and a 2-minute power play. Weeks will go to work. Flipped up and out by the Wildcats. Weeks will have to regroup in their own zone. Cameron picks it up behind his net. And he'll start the breakout. Here comes Cameron. He'll walk in, circle back around to the blue line, and hand it over to Williams. Walks in, over to Sim with a shot on net, and he snipes top right and scores! You and Sim with the third goal for the Weeks here tonight. And a good game to score in for him, as this game's dedicated to his grandfather. So I'm sure that feels good. Wildcats win the drawback. Burcham will dump it in, and Swain's after it. He'll poke it around. Here comes Swain, and that puck's picked up by Meaden. And he'll stop that play from happening.
Weeks power play goal, scored by number 14, U18. Assist number 16, Ethan Frazier, and number 21, Jack Cameron. Time of the power play goal, 16:43.
Draw here in the weak zone, or the Wildcat zone, sorry. Move back, Tanner. Back up for McCackern. He'll dump it in. Moved up for Tanner in the zone. Kidd with it. He'll get flipped off that one, but Tanner will grab it, move it around. Burcham will pinch in after it. Moved up for Kidd. Along the blue line now. He'll try and make a play with it, but the Wildcats will battle for it. It's Kerrigan. And that'll move down into the weak zone, and we'll get an icing. So we're back to the Valley zone. Draw being taken by Croft. Battle for it, and he'll win it back. McCackern throws it in. That's off of McIntosh, or Kidd, sorry. And the Wildcats will move it out. Not long before McCackern dumps it back in. Wilson behind the net with it. He'll flip it up for Pay. Move up for Sinclair, and he'll dump it in. McCackern's after it, and he'll take possession. Up for McKenzie. Back for McCackern. Over to McKenzie again, and he'll move it up. It's Tanner with it. He'll walk in and dump. And Meaden will play it off. Picked up and moved out Play broken up, and McKenzie will grab that. McIntosh back for Williams. He'll move it up, and just a little too far ahead of Pugsley, but he'll go after it and shoot it on net. Saved off by Meaden. Around, here comes the Wildcats. They'll dump it in. Forrest brings it in. That'll move up for Hanley. Over to Arnold with a knife on net. That's just a little high. A powerful one-timer there. Along the boards now. Hanley dumps it back in. Williams. He'll hand it off for McKenzie. And he'll have to move it up for Pugsley, who tips it. Picked up and moved over to Fleming. Fleming now. Trying to get it out. Sinclair will grab it off him. White picks it up and he'll hand it back for McKenzie. McKenzie will take a look and move it back up to White. That play's broken up and Tanner will grab it. Here comes Tanner. Final minute effort, and that's gloved up by Meaden. And this play's blown dead. Here in the Wildcat zone. 43 seconds left to go here in the first. One back by Green. Green picks it up again, and he'll get tripped up on that play, no call. Big hit in the corner, and it looks like the Weeks are going to receive a penalty for that one. Another big hit from Sullivan. And Eisner will go to the box. So the Wildcats will get a late first period power play that'll move over to the start of the second. So the draw will move down to the weak zone. One back by the Wildcats. It's Hanley. He'll hand it off. Dumped in. That play's broken up. Moves back up for Hanley. He'll play it in. Forrest with it. Or Kidd, sorry. Moved in. It's in front for Fleming. And he'll take a shot that's blocked. Fleming's a dangerous player to have the puck for the Weeks. Kidd now trying to get it. That'll get picked up by Frazier. And he'll dump it down the ice to finish the period. They'll exchange a couple words here. But this game will go to the second period. We'll be back in just a moment. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs.
From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians.
Welcome back here, folks, to the second period of this U18 matchup between the Weeks and the Wildcats. And we're underway. Puck's down into the Wildcat zone. They have possession behind their own net. It's Fleming. They move that in. It's Kidd coming in with it. He'll walk in and put it through the 5-hole. And the Wildcats get an early goal here in the second. A great goal from Kidd to put the Wildcats up and turn this into a 2-goal deficit as they try and come back. Puck's dropped again. Wildcats will win it back. Their man advantage is now over. They'll go back for Cameron. That'll moved up along the boards. Picked off. Here comes Fleming. Fleming, he'll try and throw it in. And that's up just a little high for Kidd as he tries to bury in his second, or Hood, sorry. Picked up, it's Swain. He's going to try and play it out, but that's broken up again. Hood with it. He'll move it in. Wilson. Sullivan hands it off. Frazier. Back for Cameron. Moves up. That play's broken up by Connolly. It's moved up. Here come the Wildcats again. It's the captain. The shot on net. Sinclair trying to get it in. It's alive in front. And into the corner. Wildcats putting on some good pressure here. They've went to that locker room and had a good talk, and they're out ready to come back. Frazier. He'll throw it in, and we'll get a stoppage in play here for what I believe is an offside. Kidd taking the draw for the Weeks. Against Force, the Wildcats. That's played in, it's Tanner. He'll try and bring it in, but that's poked off by Connolly. So Williams will pick it up. Move it around, McKenzie. He'll play it up, and that's tipped in. Kidd will chase after it into the corner against Arnold. Arnold will get it and try and move it up. Kept in by Williams. Back for Kidd. Kidd walking around the blue line. Kidd now, he'll hand it off for Williams. Williams will walk in, and he's broken up off that play. Tanner, poked in for Williams. Back up for McKenzie along the blue line. Over Croft now, the shot on net, and that's broken up. Arnold will try and play it out. Kept in by Williams at the blue line. Hickey now, playing it up. The Wildcats fan on another clearing attempt. It's Forrest with it. And he'll play it up for Connolly. He'll bring that one in. And we're going to get a stoppage in play here for a tripping against the Weeks. It's McKenzie going to the box, and he doesn't like that call. Play here in the weak zone. Wildcats with it. They'll try and throw it in, but Serhando will cover that one up.
Weeks penalty, and number 26, Nicholas McKenzie. 2 minutes for a tripping. Time attack, 2:42. If you're trying to impress me, you fail.
One back in. Weeks will get it, and they'll clear it up and around. They can't keep that one in. So to go back down behind the Wildcats net. Here comes Hanley. He's walking in with it. Sorry folks, having some difficulties here with my tripod. moved in. Hits Fleming with it. Back up for Hanley, over to Hood. Shot on net, and that's hit off of Serhando's pad. He'll get moved up and around. Back up for Fleming. He'll throw it over for Hood. Shot on net by Hanley, and that's off the pad of Serhando again. Fleming for Hanley. That's going to be tried to play in, but the tackle will clear that one, and it'll go the length of the ice. And Weeks will get a well-needed change here as they fight that one off. Moved up, it's Hanley. Backed off for Kerrigan. He'll take a minute with it and hand it over. Sinclair with it. He's walking in, and he'll dump it in. Serhando's out of the net. And here comes Frazier racing for it. Tries to make a play, but that's broken up by Fletcher. Frazier can't get his stick on it once again. It'll be moved up, and Frazier will get it in his own zone and flip it down in. Sinclair after it. Picked up by Seaman. He's got it, and he'll bring it to the neutral zone, and that's tipped in. Cameron with it behind his own net. He'll play it up for Eisner, but that's broken up. Seaman hands it over to Hanley. Hanley stoned off that one, but here comes Sinclair off of Fletcher. Puck's alive. Shot on net, and a goal from Hanley. And the Wildcats score yet another one, bringing this game to 3-2. They were putting on some great pressure there. They have been since they came out from the locker room. And this game will go to 3-2. One over to Wilson. Wilson trying to move it up. McKenzie makes a big hit. Another big hit from Frazier to knock down Wilson. Sim now. He's got it. It's a 3-on-2. Hands it over for Swain, but that's broken up and covered by Meaden. Face off here in the Wildcat zone. One back, and they'll rim it around. Hood over. Frazier trying to get possession of it. But the Wildcats pick it up again. They're going to try and break it out here. It's Fleming. Puts it over to the other side of the ice where Sinclair will race for it. That play's broken up by McCackron. Williams now. He'll try and move it up, but no one's got that one. But no icing as it's tipped off of a Wildcat player. Moved up, it's McKenzie. He'll walk in and throw it down into the corner, and he'll chase behind the net. Hood with it. He'll play it up. Played over by Fleming, but that play's broken up. So nothing will come of that one. Weeks battling for it. Hanley with another shot on net, and that's gloved up by Serhando. After a couple early Wildcats goals, this game's a close one. 3-2 for the Weeks, and the shots are 14-13. Moved up, shot on net, and that's up and hits the net. Draw here in the weak zone. They're looking to get another goal to further their lead and lock this one down. But the Wildcats are putting on some good pressure. That'll sneak out into the Wildcat zone. Arnold's after it. Moving around Hanley. We'll try and pick it off, but that'll jump under his stick. So the Weeks will get it. Tanner along the boards. He'll play it up. Hanley's there to block that one off, and Bertram will battle with them. Hand it off for Tanner. He'll have a look and move it up. That's tipped in. Kidd and Croft are after it. Croft battling for it behind the Wildcats net. He'll come over and try and take a shot. That'll go off the outside of the post. Hanley moves it up. Bertram keeps it in. Kidd. Lots of hits being thrown here. Bertram will get it and dump it back in. Moved up, it's Hanley. Tanner will flip it up and Bertram will grab it. Bertram's taken down to the boards, no call on that play. Tanner. Off for Croft, he'll take a shot, he'll try and sneak that through the 5-hole, wrap around, and it'll go off a pad and jump out for Arnold. And Pay. Picked up by Cameron in the corner. And that's moved up for Green. He can't get his stick on that one for too long, so it'll be picked up. It's Kidd with it, walking in, shot on net, and he scores! Nathan Kidd with a beautiful goal to make this game 4-2. What a goal from Nathan Kidd. Furthering the Weeks' lead. Played back, it's the Wildcats with it. Wilson moved over. Seaman now. He'll dump it in. Sullivan will pick it up in the corner and try and play it out. But Fletcher's there. Weeks with it now. Here comes White. Hands it over, and that play's broken up. Picked back up by White. Never mind, he can't get his stick on that puck as it's bouncing around. A nifty pass off for Fletcher. And an offside called against the Wildcats. And there'll be a couple shoves and pushes there along the boards as we are in Victor County, so it's got to happen. Draw here just outside the weak zone. Play it off and dumped in by Seaman. Down behind the net, McKenzie moved up for Williams. Couldn't get his stick on it, so Sinclair's battling for it. Hanley in there as well. Sinclair down behind the Weeks net into the corner now. He'll move it up along the boards and play it off. Moved in front. Hood can't get there, so that'll sneak up for Wilson. Over to Seaman, down in for Hood. McKenzie bats that off his stick, and they'll go into the corner. Sinclair goes into the boards pretty hard, and that'll sneak out, and we'll get an icing against the Weeks here. Draw here in the weak zone. Kerrigan taking the draw for the Wildcats. They're looking to pot another one here. McKenzie back for Williams. Williams still with it. He'll break it out to the neutral zone and flip it in. On net, and that'll be covered up by Meaden. And White will get pushed over. Didn't look like a very hard push. He just lost his footing, so no calls on that play. 10:25 left to go here. Kidd taking the draw for the Weeks. They'll win it back for Bertram. Birch will take a shot on that. That's off the blocker of Mead. And moved out to the neutral zone by the Wildcats. Flipped in. And they'll go chasing after it. Moved up. Kidd trying to get it. That's flipped up into the neutral zone by Bircham. Arnold's there to dump that back into the weak zone. Played off by Serhando. McCackern now. He'll move it up for Pugsley. Pugsley up. Here comes Kidd again. Here he comes. It's Kidd. Shot on net. And it's saved by Meaden. And flip back out to the weak zone. Bircham after it. He's got it. He'll bring it in. Eisner tips it. And that's picked up by the Wildcats. It's Hanley. He'll walk in with it. Over. Kerrigan can't get his stick on it. So the Weeks will make their breakout. McCackern will dump it in. With Hanley chasing, battling for it, and Eisner will lose his stick. Moved up. Sullivan thinks about pinching, but he'll have to escape back. Hanley, he'll walk in with a shot on net, and that almost sneaks by, but he'll go into the glove. And a little pushing and shoving. To be expected. Draw here in the weak zone. 9:08 left to go here in this second period. Or excuse me, I guess they'll have their 10-minute marker break and we'll hear a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Welcome back after that short break. Wildcats looking to score another to cut this week's lead in half. And the draw. Played off and the buzzer will go off for some reason. And here's the draw again. 9:08 left. One back by the Weeks. Cameron will flip it out to the neutral zone where Swain will try and pick it up. Hood's there. Picked up by Frazier, who will dump it in. Down behind Seaman, off for Hanley. Hanley up. Play broken up by Frazier. And he'll try and make a play. But Seaman's there. And he'll take it in with a shot on net. That's off the stick. And up into the netting. So another stoppage in play here. Draw here in the weak zone once again. Forrest taking the draw here for the Wildcats. He'll push in for it and win it back. Shot on net by Connolly. And that's saved by Serhando. A great play by Forrest to push it in and win it back. We'll see if they can do it again. One back by the Weeks, and they'll dump it down. Croft is racing for it. That's moved up for Connolly. And that play is called dead. I'm not sure what for. Ref seems to be having a word here with the Wildcats bench. And Connolly will go to the box. I'm not sure what for. But nonetheless, the draw will go back down into the Wildcats zone. Weeks with a power play. I didn't catch what the penalty was for, but here we go. One back by the Wildcats. And they'll flip it up and out to the neutral zone. Stick down by Bircham. McKenzie will pick it up. McKenzie now. Moved up. Here comes Kidd. Walking in. Along the boards now, he'll drop it back. It's Bircham. Played over. Down into the corner. McKenzie can't get there in time, so Croft will pick it up behind the net. Croft now trying to flip it in front. It's off the skate. And moved up to the weak zone. He'll take a minute behind their net. It's Nick McKenzie with it. He'll move it up. Tanner will tip it in. Too little far ahead of Croft, so that'll go back down. Serhando making a play. Off for McKenzie. McKenzie flips it up for Frazier. Frazier can't get his stick on it, so that'll go down for Hickey. Who moves it up. Williams is there. Williams walking in now. Shot on net, and that's off the pad of Meaden. Off for Frazier. The league leader in goals. Over to Sim, the points leader in goal. The points leader, sorry. Williams to Sim. Sim will walk in, hand it back off. Williams to Cameron, who walks in. Shot on net, and that's tipped off into the corner. Sim for Swain. Sim now flips it up for Cameron. Throws it in, and that's behind the net. Williams will have to chase after it. Off for Swain. Ref's in the way, so Swain will move around him. They move it up for Frazier. Frazier to Cameron. To Williams. To Frazier. Williams for the 1-T, and that's just wide. And it'll sneak out past Frazier. So Cameron will pick it up, and that power play is over, back to even strength. Thrown on net, Williams. And that's blocked in front. Swain now. Gets crunched into the corner, but he'll still try and make a play up for Sim. Lots of pressure here from the Wildcats. Frazier now, walking in, dangerous player. Shot on net, that flips up, rebounds alive. And Force will break that up off of Frazier. Now he'll move him some speed. Here comes Force. And Sullivan breaks up that play as it flips up to Arnold. That play's blown dead. Whistle wasn't loud enough. McCacker didn't hear it go. But Sim going to the box. For 4 minutes. So Wildcats with the power plays, they look to get a couple here. It's Seaman with it. He'll walk in, hand it over. A shot on net, and that's played off. Move back up, Fletcher with it. Up for Seaman. To Kerrigan. He'll fan on that pass, and it'll get cleared out by White. And down into the Wildcat zone. As they take a minute. It's Sinclair with it. He's walking up, almost broken up, but he passes it off to Kerrigan. Here comes Kerrigan. And that's into the corner now. Moved up, Seaman with it. He'll walk in from the blue line, shot on net, and that's just high, and it'll flip over. McCacker now. Sinclair up for Kerrigan. Wildcats. Still lots of time left here for them to set something up. Seaman over. Fletcher. He'll walk in, back for Seaman. He'll take a shot on net. Rebound's alive. And it's in. No, it isn't. It's out behind the net. And we're going to get a penalty here against the Weeks again. And the play's blown dead for a cross-checking. So a 5-on-3 here for the Wildcats for 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Or for 2 minutes, sorry. And then they'll have 47 seconds of 5-on-4. A great opportunity for them to make their way back here in this game. They'll win it back. Moved up for Fleming. He's a dangerous player. Hood as well, who's got a goal in this game. Fleming moves it in for Connolly with a shot on net, and that's off a post and out. Fleming now. He'll walk in. Jack down for Connolly. Moved up. Fleming. He'll take it up to the blue line. Hand it off for Hood, who walks in, hands it in. Hanley can't get it. Back over for Connolly. Up for Hood. To Fleming. They walk at the blue line with a shot on net. And that's covered up by Sirhando to keep his team in the game here. And the draw here again in the weak zone. They're looking to set something up. Picked up by Cameron. He'll take it behind the net and clear it out. And the Weeks will get a little breather. Picked up by Hood. He'll move it in now. Hood walking in with it. That play's broken up and Cameron's chasing after it, but Fleming's there. He'll pick it up. Walks in. Moves it over for Connolly. Back up for Hood with a shot on net, and he'll fan on that one. Here comes Kidd, who's tripped up on the play. He's still after it. And Arnold hits him off that one. And the Wildcats will go to the box for one penalty for sure. Not sure if there'll be multiple. Tripping is the one that ref calls. As Arnold goes to the box and slams that door. And Hood will go to the box as well. So now we'll have 3-on-3 hockey late in the second period, which is a rare sight. This should be exciting. Kidd taking the draw against Sinclair. Kidd wins it back. Williams keeps it at the blue line, and he'll take it back. They're playing this like overtime. It's McKenzie. Move back up for Kidd. Kidd trying to bring it in. Hit off that one. Williams. And that's picked up by Sinclair. Handed off for Connolly. He'll take a minute in his zone, loop around, and he'll start to pick up some speed. He'll walk in, along this corner, and he'll blow a tire, so the Weeks will get possession. Here comes Williams. Walking in, he hands it off for Kidd with a shot on net, and that's blocked by Sinclair. Moved up for Williams, who leads the defense in points here. McKenzie up for Williams. Over for Frazier. Back for Williams with a shot on net, and a great save by Meaden. Weeks trying to get it. McIntosh battling for it with a big hit from Frazier. That's moved up for Burcham. Burcham moving in with a fancy move, but that's broken up and kept out by Seaman. Burcham with it again. He'll fan on that one, and it's off for Sinclair now. Sinclair walking in. He'll hand it off. Sinclair with a shot on it. That's wide into the corner. Moved up for Sim. Here comes Sim. It's 5-on-3 now with a shot on net. Moved up, Bircham. Hands it off for Cameron. Thrown over, Sim. Moves it in front, and it's in! Ethan Frazier gets his second of the game. What a series of events in this hockey game, and it all ends in Ethan Frazier potting in the week's 5th goal, which extends his goaling, or his scoring, to 15 so far in the season. Moved up. Hanley can't get his stick on it, so that's played off. Dumped back into the weak zone. And moved up. Pugsley trying to bring it out. And he will, with the help of Green. Eisner now. He'll walk in and dump it, but that doesn't go very far before Hickey gets hold of it. Hickey now. Moving out for Kerrigan. Flipped up and over for Fletcher. Fletcher into the corner now. Green battling for it. Moved up. Kerrigan drops it off for Hickey, who walks in. Over for Kerrigan, and he can't get his stick on it. Hanley now. Over. A shot on net. It's alive in front, and it's cleared out. Not very far, though. Force trying to get it in. Back up for Hanley, who takes a 1-T. Moved in front again, and they can't bury that one. And that's flipped up and out. And that period will come to an end, an exciting one. And we'll be back in just a moment with the third.
Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians. Tired of those sky-high heating bills eating into your hockey budget? Score big with Green Pump Energy. We're your local heat pump experts, helping Nova Scotian families save thousands a year on energy costs. From Yarmouth to Cape Breton, our ductless and ducted heat pumps are installed by certified Red Seal technicians. And with the added benefit of potential government rebates, the time has never been better. Book your free assessment today at greenpumpenergy.com or call 902-900-0484. Green Pump Energy. Efficient heating solutions for Nova Scotians.
Welcome back here, folks, to this matchup between the Weeks and the Wildcats. 5-2 Weeks after 2 periods. The third is about to be underway. And here we go. One back by the Wildcats. They'll chase it into their own zone. It's Seaman battling. Picked up by Tanner and flipped up and around. I'm guessing that was a shot attempt, but can't be sure. Croft behind the net now. Sinclair moving it over for Seaman, who breaks it up for Hood. Hood moved over to Fleming, and he'll try and stick that down, but Cameron's after it first. Over for Sullivan, the captain, and flipped up down into the Wildcats zone. And we'll get an icing here. So back down to the weak zone we go. One back by the Wildcats. They're going to try and bring it in. It's Arnold with a shot, and that's gloved up by Serhando, who's having a great game so far, keeping his team in it. Jake Thorne sitting this one out, although he is having a good run himself. Both goalies playing really good. Within the top 5 of the league, I think, for goals against average. So always good to see here for the Weeks. Picked up behind the net by Sullivan. Moved up. Hickey will pick that up in his own zone and try and play it, but Sims after it into the corner now. Sims gets sandwiched off that one, and the Wildcats pick it up. Forrest brings it in for Connolly to Fletcher with a shot on net, and Serhando gets to the other side to keep that one out. Another shot blocked by McKenzie. Forrest in the corner now. He'll get hit into the boards by Sim. Fletcher picks it up. He'll bring it up and move it over for Arnold, who takes a shot. That's blocked. Connolly will dump it into the corner for Forrest. Here come the Weeks. Williams moves it up for McKenzie, who dumps it in on net. Played to the side, and he'll sneak out to the neutral zone. Picked up. It's Williams with it. He'll walk across and throw it in on net once again. McIntosh racing for it. He'll poke it in. Arnold moves it up. Sinclair trying to get it up, and he will. Williams picks it up, and he'll walk in with it. Here comes Williams. Broken up. White grabs it, and he'll take a shot on net. That's blocked. McIntosh brings it in, and a close chance there as it goes into the corner. McIntosh still battling for it with the help of Green. Just waiting for that one to pop out, and it will. Kerrigan picks it up. Moved up. Hay with it. He'll hand it off for Kerrigan, but that's broken up. McIntosh grabs it and turns. Up for Green. He can't get a full stick on that one. So it'll go down to the corner for Seaman, who moves it around. Moved up. Just out of the reach of Hay, and it'll go down to the weak zone. Serhando plays it off for McCachran. He'll throw it up and tipped in by White. Seaman after it. He's up along the boards trying to break it out, and he will. Pugsley's there, however. He'll play it back, but Seaman grabs it, moves it over. Back in behind the net for Hanley. Number 88 Hanley, sorry. Along the boards now. Thrown in. Back behind the net now. McCachran grabs it off of Connolly. And he'll move it up. And that play's broken up and picked up by the Wildcats defense, who move it in. Here comes Connolly with a shot on net. And that's just to the right. Dumped in. Cameron's there. And he'll start to move it in. Looks like he got a stick to the chin there. No call on that play. Moved up Connolly. Bring it around. Sullivan keeps it in, but not for long. Sinclair makes a push for it. And Sullivan takes a hard hit to the ice, but he's up and moving, so he's all right. Tanner moves it up for Croft. A long pass, and Croft will pick it up and move it over for Kidd. Here comes Kidd in, shot on net, and that's just high. He's got a wicked shot on him. Croft down in for Kidd. Kidd's hit off that one, but he'll pick it back up again. Throws it in front. Tanner with it, trying to battle for it to keep it in, and he will. Kidd throws it in front, and it's just a little too far ahead of Tanner, who takes a shot, and that goes off the outside of the netting. Big hit into the boards. Cameron picks it up, and he'll play it over. It's Kidd with it. He'll move it up for Cameron. Walks in, and that play's broken up by Fleming and reaches the neutral zone. Croft now trying to bring it in. Fleming will clear it down the ice, and no icing on that play as McKenzie touched it. Back for Williams. McKenzie moves it over for Kidd. Here comes Kidd again. Hickey trips him up, no call on that play. Here comes Hickey, moving it through over to Fletcher, who's got some space with the shot, and it's thrown in for Hickey, and he can't bury that one. So the Weeks will clear it up to the neutral zone. Played in, Williams is after it behind the net. He'll rim it around for McKenzie. Fletcher with it with a shot on net. That's blocked in front, and Williams grabs it. Over for Swain. Swain will walk in, and he's hit off that one. But he gets Hickey off of him, and Hickey takes the fall. Swain now battling for it in the corner. Seaman is in there battling. It's moved over for Hickey. Moved up, and Pay can't get his stick on it, so it'll reach down into the weak zone for an icing. So the draw here in the Wildcat zone. Played back for McCachran. Moves it in. Sim can't get his stick on it, so it'll reach around for Seaman. Moved up, Fletcher. Off for Force, who gets hit pretty heavy from Bertram. And the Weeks will get possession of that puck. It's Frazier with it. He's walking in, moves around. Shot on net, and that's just high. What a rip. McCachran plays it out into the neutral zone for Bertram. Sims after it, and he blows a tire there. But here comes Swain with a shot, and that's up and out of play. Draw here once again in the Wildcats zone. 13-11 left to go here. Wildcats trailing by 3. We'll see if they can make a comeback. Now the draw here. White's battling for it, but it's played off. Wilson will throw it around. Battling for it. Here comes White. Shot on net, and that's off the blocker of Meaden. Weeks trying to keep it in. A couple hits being thrown, and Green will dump it back in. Behind the net now, Wilson moves it over. Kerrigan along the boards battling for it. But Williams is, or White, sorry, is in there. Hand it over, and that's broken up. Hanley will grab it, and move it up in to the weak zone. Down into the corner now. He's got McIntosh on him. McIntosh in the corner, battling for it with Hanley still. They'll get some pushing and shoving in. Moved up, Hanley with 77 with a shot on net, and tipped in front. What a goal! I'm not sure who's going to get the credit for that. I don't know if it went off of a Weeks player stick in front or if it went off a Wildcat player. But nonetheless, what a goal to bring the Wildcats within 2. Textbook tip in front if it was a Wildcats player. Sneaks right in through the 5-hole, Serhando. Now the draw here. Played off, back for McKenzie. And he'll throw it in on net. That's off the blocker of Meaden. Picked up by Sinclair. Pugsley now, he'll hand it over for Frazier. He'll walk in, and that gets tipped off his stick and out to the neutral zone. Williams, he'll move it over. McKenzie. Back up for Williams, and that was a little bit too hard, and he'll go off the boards. Sinclair picks it up. That'll go around back behind the net for McKenzie. He'll move it up, but Hood there to break that play up. He'll go along the boards, and Frazier will grab it. Eisner can't get his stick on it, so Fleming gets hit off that one. Seaman will throw it in to the corner of the weak zone. Moved over and thrown up by Williams. McKenzie now, he'll walk in with it down into the corner. He'll play it off for a force, a turnover there. Tanner grabs it off him, and the Weeks will regroup in their own zone. It's Williams, or Kidd, sorry, bringing it into the neutral zone. Into the Wildcat zone now, trying to get around. That play's broken up. Goes up for Bertram, who tries to get it back into the zone. Kidd for Croft, and that's broken up by Seaman. Flipped up for Fletcher. He'll hand it off. Here comes Force. Walks in, fancy move around, and no one's there for his pass, so Kidd will pick it up and hand it up for Croft, who gets hit in front. Here comes Force. He's got Connolly, and that play's broken up, but Connolly still got it. He'll walk in, and it's blocked off his stick again, so he'll have to move it up for Wilson. Over to oh, it is a goal! Hanley puts it in. Who's getting credit here? It might have been tipped in front that I didn't see. Looks like Fletcher's getting the credit, and Hanley with the assist from the blue line. 5-4 now the score. Wildcats making a push to tie this game and take that win from the Weeks. A great goal. Another tip in front, and Serhando just can't get there in time. Or see it, I imagine. Wilson will throw it in. Flipped around for Sullivan. Sullivan behind his own net again. He's going to try and start the breakout here for the Weeks. He'll flip it up into the neutral zone, and Sims got it. Sim plays it off for Cameron, back up for Frazier. Frazier now into the corner. He'll play it up for Sim at the blue line. A shot on net, and it's almost tipped in front. A shot, and it's kept out by Meaden with a quick grab to keep his team in reach of the tie. We'll get a quick break here, folks, and hear a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
welcome back here, folks, after a short break. 9:35 left here in this period. Weeks looking to shut down the Wildcats. The Wildcats looking to make a comeback here and take this win. Here comes Hood. Hands it over for Fleming, and that's broken up. Arnold has it now. He'll play it in front. Back for Fleming. That shot's blocked by Frazier. Thrown back in by Arnold around. Hood's got it. Moves it up. Shot on net by Seaman, and that's off the pad of Sorhando. Flipped around behind the net by Sinclair. Cameron will pick it up and move it up. Frazier flips it in the neutral zone, but that's broken up by the Wildcats. But here comes Sim with it. He'll throw it in high into the corner. Moved up. And the Wildcats dump it into the weak zone. McKenzie grabs it, and he'll play it off for Cameron. Cameron fires it up, but Fletcher's there, and he'll dump that down in. And I think that went out of play. It could have been an icing. Not exactly sure here. I didn't catch that one. Looks like it went out of play or an offside. So the draw here just outside of the weak zone. Wildcats pressing forward. Force seems to like to push on the face-off, which creates quite a battle, and a good play, honestly, for the Wildcats to get in there. And that's an icing here against the Weeks. So we'll go back down to the other side. Wildcats looking to tie it with 8:28 left here in the third. Force takes the draw, one back by the Weeks. It's Williams with it. He'll move it up. White now. He's walking in with a shot on net, and he scores! What a goal! To extend the lead of the Weeks. It's Ewan White. And he pushes this game to 6-4. Not what the Wildcats were looking for, but still lots of time here for both sides. What a goal from Ewan White. Wildcats with it now. Play back, Williams now. Moving in, he'll hand it over for McKenzie. The shot on net, and that almost slips in, but it's off the blocker of Meaden. Moved up, Frazier. Can't get his stick on it. Studert now. Played off for Williams. Williams behind his own net. It's getting to be a rough game here. Both teams looking to go home with the win. Into the Wildcat zone now. Down in the weak zone, we'll get an icing. .7:30 left to go here in this third period. Draw here in the Wildcat zone. Here we go. Kidd taking the draw. That'll be one back. Hanley's got it, and he'll loop it around for the other Hanley. Hay with it. He's walking in. Hay with a shot on net, and that's sticked away by Sorhando. McCackern now. He's walking in. He'll take it in the neutral zone and into the Wildcat zone. Cuts it and throws it in. That's picked up and thrown out. Up for Bircham. Hood sneaking behind the defensive players for the Weeks, and he's looking to get a cherry-picking opportunity. Weeks with it now. It's Tanner. Tipped up for McCackern. He'll chuck it into the corner behind the net. Picked up by Arnold. Moved up for Fleming. That play's broken up by Bircham, and he'll go into the corner. A battle for it. Sinclair moves it up, but it's thrown back in by Bircham. Seaman now. He'll flip it up, and Bircham grabs that and dumps it in again. He'll go off for a change. Flipped up into the neutral zone. Cameron, and that'll get tipped in to the Wildcats zone. Arnold moves it up. Not for very long before it's tipped away by Sullivan, so he'll pick it up. Down in behind the net. Moved up for Kidd. Shot on net, and that's just high to the right. Sullivan racing to get it. Swain now moves it back up for Sullivan, and he'll take a shot on net, and that's off the pad. Sim throws it back for Swain, up for Frazier. Blockered away. Sim now trying to get it, but that's broken up and taken by Sinclair, who moves it up to Hood, and they'll dump it in. Sinclair's after it. A big hit in front of the Weeks bench. And now they'll battle for it. Picked up by Cameron and moved over to Swain. Swain now having a look, and he'll throw it into the corner. Kerrigan moves it up. Sinclair trying to get there, but that's broken up. Here comes Frazier. Shot on net, and that's high. And it'll loop back in the neutral zone for Sim to Williams. Lots of back and forth hockey here in the final few minutes. McKenzie back for Williams. And that's tipped in. Hickey will grab it in his own zone behind the net. He'll leave it off for Wilson. He'll decide to move it up. Hickey bringing it in, and McKenzie will grab it. Played off the glass, but a weird bounce, and Fletcher will pick it up in the weak zone, but that's tipped away and taken by Frazier. Sim moving into the Wildcat zone, down into the corner, and he'll try and make a play. That hits off the outside of the netting. Battle for it along the boards now, and that's picked up by Fletcher, who moves it up and in, down in behind the net. And flipped out back into the weak zone. Just 4 minutes left here in this third period. Moved over. Connolly's after it. And he'll flip it up and in on net. Serhanda will play it off. And that's moved up. Green with it, and he'll flip it in where it's picked up. And moved over to Seaman. He brings it back into the neutral zone for Bertram to grab it. Seaman picks it up again. Picked up by the Weeks. White now. He'll flip it up for McIntosh, who can't get there in time. Dumped back in by White onto the net of the Wildcat zone. And they'll start a breakout. Hanley moves it up. Eisner's there to break it up. Sullivan having a look. And he'll flip it up and in where it's picked up. Sullivan again. And he'll throw it into the Wildcat zone. Meaden out of his net to make a play. Up for Arnold. Passed over by Pugsley. And Kidd can't get his stick on it as it's in between his feet. So Hanley will pick it up and dump it into the weak zone on net. Sullivan. Up off the glass and into the neutral zone where Arnold will pick it up. Studer and Arnold will bring it in where it's picked up by Cameron. Studer with it, and he'll flip it back into the weak zone. Eisner over for Sullivan, sorry. Sullivan, who flips it in, and they'll go off for a change. Here comes Hood with some speed, and he'll dump it into the weak zone. 2 minutes left to go here. Hood trying to move it up, but that play's broken up by Kidd, and he'll hand it off for Tanner, who walks in for Frazier. Broken up, and Hood's trying to bring it in, but McKenzie throws that down the ice. Seaman gets hit off that puck, and his stick's broken. Gets flipped around for McCachran. For Croft over. McKenzie will pick it up and throw it in. Croft walks in with a shot, and that's blocked by Hickey. Down in the corner now. Sinclair walking up with it. He'll flip that, and that'll go into the neutral zone. Burcham hands it off for Hickey. Over for Wilson now. Wildcats looking to set a play up with just 1:09 left. And that'll dump and go down the length of the ice, and we'll get our first whistle in a few minutes. But the draw here will go back down to the Wildcats zone. We're going to see a timeout, it looks like.
30 seconds on the Valley.
So while they're taking their timeout, we'll hear a quick word from our sponsors.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
And welcome back here, folks. So the draw here down in the Wildcat zone. The score is 6-4. With just 1:05 left to go here. And the Weeks hold off the Wildcats, or will the Wildcats make a quick comeback? It's McIntosh with it. That gets broken up. Sinclair moves it over. Played up by Wilson. And Connolly will dump it into the weak zone. And they'll pull their goalie. So the net is empty for the Wildcats. Not a good time. Here's Frazier. He'll throw it the length of the ice. And an icing, as that doesn't get into the net. 42 seconds left. Wildcats have the sixth player out there for the man advantage. They're looking for a miracle here. One back by the Weeks. Burcham throws it up, and that hit the netting, so we'll get a stoppage in play. 36 seconds left to go. One back by the Wildcats. It's Hood. He'll hand it over. Seaman isn't quite there, so he'll dump it in. Down in for Sinclair. Seaman keeps it in. He'll walk the blue line and hand it off. Fleming. Up for Seaman, who walks in with the shot, and that's saved by Serhando. Moved in front again. Seaman with a shot on net, blocked by White. Burcham now. He'll clear it out, and it's up for Frazier, who will walk in, shot on net, and there's the hat trick for Ethan Frazier. A great game for Ethan Frazier. Coming into it, he was the league leader in goals. Coming out of it, he still is, with an extra 3 to add to his count. The draw here for the last 3 seconds. And they'll just let this one play. And the Weeks take the win 7-4 against the Valley Wildcats. Ethan Frazier with a hat trick. A well-played game by the Wildcats as well. They had a couple opportunities to come back there, and they almost did, but the Weeks shut them down with the help of Serhando in between the pipes. Who saved 24 of the 28 shots he faced. So the Weeks take the win 7-4. Thank you everybody for choosing High Button Sports. My name is Vaughn Mason.